Hey there, this is David over at Master Marine. Here I have the best budget fishing boat that we have on our lot. It's an Alumaweld 22 Intruder hardtop with bulkhead. Why is it the best budget fishing boat, you may ask? So glad you asked, let me tell you. Has a big old back deck, has bench seats for the kiddos that turns into a bed when they inevitably get tired, has all your fishing room, has about everything that you need in a Pacific Northwest boat. It's 22 feet long, not including the offshore bracket, so it does everything from the small lakes and rivers all the way up to Nia Bay, Westport, and getting out chasing that tuna and halibut. So with a deep V bottom, it's gonna give you all the cutting through the waves that you need, especially for out here when the weather gets nasty. We've got electric actuated trim tabs, that way you can keep the boat riding level no matter how you have the weight distributed, which is always nice so you don't have to have people move around the boat. On the back, we do have a transom door, which is handy, and it is just a magnet on the back, which is really nice to have. You don't have a latch on the back that you have to fumble with. On the back here, we have a full-size swim step, which is nice when you have to use the restroom off the back of the boat or have storage or netting a fish or anything like that. We do have a kicker bracket already installed, which is perfect if you're up here in the Pacific Northwest and you want a kicker for trolling for salmon and usage. On this boat, for the main power plant, the heart of this boat, we have a big old Yamaha 250. Yamaha is the gold standard for saltwater around here. It's been tried and true. And with a 250 on this, it's the perfect power plant, especially for the waters around here. You want to make sure that you have plenty of power to outrun those waves or that bad weather when it inevitably hits, because we don't get nice days like this too often around here. One really neat thing this Alumaweld 22 Intruder has that not a lot of other boats in this price range have is this billet strake right here. So what this is it's a 1-inch billet strake that runs the entire length of the boat. It's welded twice 100% because everything on Alumawelds is welded 100%. There's no skip welds on these boats. But why this is important is it has a little slot where the top metal comes in and slides in, and it has a slot where the bottom of the hull comes in and slides in. And that gives the hull a lot of structural rigidity, especially with the nasty waters hitting deadheads, logs, stuff like that out here. Now let's hop on board, and to do that, we've got a nice little step right here, cleat for a handle, makes it a lot easier compared to a lot of the boats. Now that we're on the boat, the first thing that stands out is how big the fishing space is. For a 22-foot boat, you have all the room for your fishing needs. You can easily fish 4 to 6 people off the back here, depending on what type of fishing you're doing. Looking down, we do have a transom door, which is really nice. And one neat little feature is it does have a very strong magnet that is not a weak magnet by any means, which is nice. So when you're going out and you hit a wave, it's not going to close on your legs. So the biggest thing back here is you do have the aft steering. So most people around here, you'll mount your kicker controls right here, a little fish finder up here in the corner. And that way when you're sitting back here trolling and a downrigger goes off, you can just hop back and grab it and you don't have to be running back and forth up to the main helm. This is really nice if you do any sort of trolling or any sort of fishing where you want to be able to control the boat back here and not be too far away from your lines in the water. Another thing you're gonna notice is just how big the windows are. So most of the time back here for Pacific Northwest fishing, you're gonna be spending a lot of time sitting right here while you're trolling, waiting for a salmon to hit your downriggers. The nice thing about these windows is they're nice, big. You have a nice 360 view where there's not any blind spots. Nothing's more annoying than when you're fishing and you're trying to look around because some drawn boat's cutting you off or something like that. So you have really nice wide and tall windows. That's a big thing that separates this boat apart from a lot of others, especially in its budget class. On the back here, we have a nice big locking fish box. A nice thing you'll notice is we do have this little hot water box right here that you can actually rig up to the motors, and the motor will pee warm water into there. So if you're steelhead fishing or fishing in the winter, you can wash your hands and actually have warm water and a spot to put tackle and rinse it off. Down beneath here, 2 more locking doors, and you have access to your dual batteries, your washdown pump. Yes, it does have a washdown pump, your bilge pump and fuel water separator, and everything you need. These boats are made with maintenance in mind, so it's really easy to get in there and do any maintenance work that you need to do. So in the back deck of this 22 Intruder hardtop, it's loaded with little hidden features. They really built these boats with fishermen in mind. So you have this little tray right here that you might not notice. It's perfect for putting your tackle, your pliers, any fish relating things that you need quick access to. While we're here, we do have a washdown pump. So this is where your hose is gonna connect. You'll lay that hose in the nozzle right here. Also, we've got rod storage on either side right here. So if you're out fishing and you need rods stored while you're traveling, you can have them in the gunnels nice and protected from the rain and not sitting up above and getting up by the wind. So on this rear Alaskan bulkhead here, we have two really strong grab bars on either side. That way when you're leaning over netting a fish, you have something nice and strong to hold on to. Other than the massive windows, which we already talked about, you have a big old LED light bar to illuminate the back fishing space. So when you're fishing dawn or dusk, you have plenty of visibility. Now for the inside. So coming in off this massive back deck on this 22 Intruder, we have these two bench seats. The backs do pop off and you have rails that run underneath, so we'll make a bed right here, which is really nice after spending the night camping. These do have massive storage underneath, and the nice thing is these do come completely off. So if you put a really big item in there, you don't have to be fishing it out. You can completely remove the cushion to be able to have access. Coming up, more hidden features, which is great about Alumaweld. You have nice lots of storage up here, and you'll notice for a 22-foot boat with this big of a back deck, you still have a really nice roomy cabin where you can easily sit 4 to 6 people in the back here. The captain and co-captain, their backs are gonna be really happy because you have these really nice suspension seats. Comes in really handy, especially in that 2 feet of chop where you're just hitting. This suspension is gonna help a lot with your lower back. So when you're actually driving the boat, you have nice hydraulic steering for silky smooth steering, especially when you're docking. You have USB outlet right here for all your charging needs. You have nice big real estate here where you can mount all your fish finders, VHF, whatever electronics you want up here. You have plenty of room to do it, and it's all nice and open behind here, so it makes DIY installation really easy. Windows are nice big sliders, so that way whether you're tying up a dock to this cleat right here or you're leaning out, it's a hot day like it is today and you want some wind flow, it's really nice to be able to have sliding windows. Here at Master Marine, we don't cut corners with how we accessorize boats because we make them for people who are fishing up here in the Pacific Northwest. And the last thing we want is for you to get out in the water and be missing something that you're gonna need. A good example of this is we obviously have a windshield wiper for your captain, but we also do windshield wipers for your co-captain, which is something a lot of dealerships overlook, and it really helps with the visibility, especially when your co-pilot can see where you're going and it's not all blind. Speaking of hidden features, you have a lot more storage down beneath right here. So you have full gunnel from front to back for all your storage. You have nice storage underneath here. This goes directly down to the hole, which is a nice place to put your lines, bumpers, life vests, anything that's a little wet that you don't want underneath the seats. Again, more storage up here. You can never have too much storage on a boat, as well as right there, more storage, and more storage up front. Have all the storage. We have a locking glove box to keep all your registration or paperwork, phones, wallets, stuff like that. Keeps water free, and you can lock it to make sure your kids or anything aren't getting in there. So most doors on a lot of these hardtop boats, they're gonna end right here. And while that's not necessarily a bad thing, it does make it really inconvenient to have to dip your head walking in and out, and inevitably you're gonna forget and hit your head. The nice thing about this Alumaweld is it goes all the way up. I'm about 6 feet tall and I can easily walk through without hitting my head. Having it shut, you can see that theme of really wide windows is carried throughout the boat, so you have nice visibility while you're actually piloting the boat, whether you're lining up on a crab pot or whether you're just out cruising and you can see all the waves. Really nice visibility, very minimal blind spots in here. It's really uncommon for a boat of this class. Now walking up to the bow here, really nice step through. You have a true self-bailing deck up here, which means if you stuff a wave, you're gonna have the water be able to rush out either side and you're not gonna accumulate water up here. We have nice welded on grab rails for more safety while you're out and about. And another locking box up here. Most people are gonna use this for your anchor, rope, and chain. Keep it out of the way. If you're not running an anchor system, you can always use that for lines, buoys, life vests, anything that's wet that you wanna stick in there. More storage. And a nice welded on cleat to tie off your anchor. Now that we've gotten done looking at the boat, let's take a look at the trailer, because Rogue does a few really unique things about these trailers that no one else does. Let me show it to you. Coming down to the trailer of this boat, it's made by Rogue. It's very unique. So Rogue only makes trailers for Alumaweld boats. I'll show you why they make a really nice trailer. You have nice big platforms. A lot of boats have a really tiny platform that makes it difficult when you're getting on and off, especially when you're at the boat ramp. You have nice big chine guides, so that way when you're coming in during current, you can kind of jockey the boat into the trailer without the big tall side guides that are gonna damage your paint. Down here, we have nice fancy rims, because who doesn't like fancy rims on their trailer? And they have vault system bearings, which is very nice. So similar to Easy Loader's oil bath hubs, it's a pressurized oil system where you don't have a Zerk fitting, you don't have a bearing buddy. What that means for you is you don't have to do any maintenance. You don't have to worry about greasing up those Zerk fittings. You don't have to worry about a bearing buddy falling off, anything like that. It's a maintenance-free hub design, which is really nice. The trailer itself is a hot dip galvanized trailer, which is what you want if you're running in saltwater to keep that corrosion down. And a few things that they do that are really unique to Rogue trailers is notice how it's not an actual tube trailer, it's all L-beam. That's really nice because the salt water can rush off and you don't have that tube where salt water is gonna get in, and no matter how hard you rinse, it's gonna inevitably corrode from the inside out. So they completely mitigated that with this. While we're under here, they actually use composite bunks, so you don't have to worry about 2x4s rotting over time. And going back to the boat a little bit, you have these lifting strakes, which help a lot with getting the boat up on plane, that side-to-side stability in rough waves, or leaning over to net a fish. Last two features I want to show you on this outside of the boat shows just how much Alumaweld takes the small details into consideration, is this electrical brake connector. You have a nice spot here where it can keep it out of the way so it's not dangling on the ground when it's in your driveway, as well as this nice diamond plate bow guard. So when you're trailering the boat to those faraway boat ramps, you're not gonna have rock chips digging up this pretty paint. Overall, this is one of our favorite boats that we have here in stock. I'm actually saving up personally to buy this. I think it's gonna be a big hit, especially for next season. Everything from the trailer, the diamond plate bow guard, self-bailing front deck, you even have rails on the hardtop if you're putting coolers or life vests up there. All the features of the Rogue trailer that we already touched on. Really tall headroom for your tall fellas out there. Really big windows for that visibility, not having bearing buddies, chine guides, big massive back deck back here, which is the biggest thing most people want in the Pacific Northwest, and powered by a big old 250 Yamaha motor. I think this is the best budget boat that we have in a 22-foot boat with adequate power for under 110,000. Come check it out at Master Marine Boat Center at 506 Jacks Lane in Mount Vernon, Washington. We're just an hour north of Seattle. It's well worth the trip.